Hello, everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. With that being said, let's jump right into the stones to see what's going on out here in the cosmos. And the message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team, and it's in the fire, which signifies a high degree of support of who you are and where you are right now. And by looking at what's going on out here, I can see very clearly it has something to do with the way you approach life. Your sense of style, your sense of direction, your uniqueness, the way you move, how you move is otherworldly. And being that the mental health zone is on top of your pyramid, I'm not getting mental health in the same way that is resonating in the current paradigm. What I'm sensing, it has to do with you understanding about the psyche, your understanding about the spiritual nature of a person. You're able to go down into the depths. This is where your wisdom lies. Uncovering, unveiling what's hidden behind the motives. That's one message that I'm downloading. And the other message that I'm downloading, being that the pyramid stone is quite literally looks like the ancient pyramids. I'm sensing that some of you have tapped into the other world so much that you have made your ground building from the top down. By way of your experience, what I'm sensing here is that your quest to understand the spirit has led you to the spirit world, unveiling, uncovering the knowledge that has been hidden, making things wonder, uncovering the wonders of society, of other dimensions. As you embrace the understanding, as it comes to the consciousness, as it comes to the mind, this is when your mind begins to loop itself around itself, uncovering different thought perspectives, turning itself over again, creating new formulas, creating new thinkings, uncovering, unveiling different ways of seeing things. That's the way I'm downloading this message, because it has done a degree of wonder to your energetic frequency, being out here in the spirit world for quite some time. You have cultivated yourself so much here. Your style, your approach is rather otherworldly. The way you view things, the way you think about things makes you different. You are a master. You have cultivated yourself to the point that makes you view things from an otherworldly perspective, turning ideas on its head, making people think again about their rationale. Because did they think really is your question. It's because you have dwelled in the other world because of your quest to understand human behavior, human psyche, human spirit that has forged this path for you. A wealth of wisdom is what I'm seeing. Quite interesting. But because this message is so profound and highly large based on the fact that it's in the fire, I would like to bring us down a bit to see exactly what this specific approach or this specific area about. What is this pyramid stone about for the collective? And the cards that came out in terms of your pyramid stone or hair, meditation, pyramids, feel it, and history. And what I'm downloading here is that there are messages and downloads that come to you from the top down in your hair, through your pores. Some of you may get the highest message through meditation, going through isolation, and hearing voices in your mind that sounds your soul enough for you to connect with the other world that brings you to your birthing place, not the birthing place of you landing here on earth, but the core of your energetic frequency. You are an old soul that has been developing itself throughout many lifetimes. But in this particular area, it has mounted itself enough for you to bring your consciousness to be aware of it. This is quite literally a very pivotal time for you. And the reason why pyramids has showing up in the stones and is showing up in the cards is that there's something historical that is pushing itself out right now that it cannot be denied, not even by the naked eye. People will have to see you whether they like it or not. You are to be made visible. This is your historical conquest. Just like the ancient pyramids, the wonders, the quintessential essence of its visibility makes the attraction from people to come across the world to get a glimpse, to get a wisp of this mounting energy. You are modeling this in the very same way. Your energy alone is here to mount the people to come to you by the boatloads, by the planes. And you can feel this energetic pull to you. And you may be trying to psych yourself out about the attraction or about people's wonder about your energy. But the stones and the cards are telling me that the magnitude of the historical presence that your energy embodies will reveal to you that your aura, that your energy should not be taken lightly. You're here to bring in and to uncover all that which was hidden, very large. But the message resonates the very same because you can feel it. You can feel the frequencies of the energies that are mounting onto you. And you have to wonder what this attraction is about. And it's about the fact that you're carrying ancient history that has been buried deep within you. And you are the one to relay or to convey this message to the paradigm. That's what this is all about. An ancient carrier of wisdom that is attracting people by way of your aura alone. and is psyching you out. But that is not enough. I would like to dive deep back into the cards again to get a little bit closer to see what you are carrying. Because this level of attraction is highly demanding and is potent enough to push through this message. But what is this about? What is this ancient history that the current collective is carrying for the collective consciousness? And when it comes to this ancient message that you're carrying that is attracting the crowd, the cards that came out were Hunger Games, Mindset, Congruent, Burning, Psyche, and Space. And what I'm downloading here in the cards is that, you see, it has to do with your perspective. It's buried deep within you. You have an ancient understanding about the philosophies of life, the core frequency that the current earth is radiating on. And quite to the contrary, that the education system is conveyed to the people is that you come from a barbaric or primitive lineage. That is far from where you were born from. Your energy is much more congruent on a high science or a high frequency that is burning through you, burning through your DNA, which suggests that it is resisting this idea. You come from an otherworldly source of energy that is highly intelligent, that is highly advanced, and they're funneling information to you that is pouring out of you. They're saying it's coming from your pores, it's coming from your gut, it's coming from your very own intuition. That is what's making you intelligent, making your mind turn over and over again, creating new thought processes, creating new frames of thinking to remind you that no thinking can be similar to who you are, birthing a new thought process. No matter what people tell you, you can configure it again to redefine what people are saying. And they're wondering, how are you thinking this way? Where are you getting this from? And they're saying it's from where you're born from. Pushing back against the mundane, pushing back against the low level of thinking that suggests that there is not a higher thinking. You're here to redefine that. You're here to break down all the misnomers of fear, of all these lower level challenges that people come up against by being in the collective consciousness. Your energies, your ancestors, your spirit guides are saying, we're much more eclectic than that. We're much more thought-provoking than that. You can come up with a better thought than that. Because you can understand spirit. You can understand energies to the point that your mind suggests otherwise. This is so profound and so out of space that you will never have a thought that is similar to the people around you, and they look and say, where did you get it from? That is the message that I'm seeing here surrounding what you're carrying. And this is meant to heal and bring forth something for this planet. Because diving back in the stones, it suggests to me that this energy is of action and it's aligning to heal the current paradigm. It's like a pitcher of water pouring over the collective consciousness, providing them with a breath of fresh air, providing them with a new way of thinking, a new conscious strand that is here to break open the way of being, the way of doing, the way of approaching life. And initially, it will disrupt the current order of things quite uniquely. I'm getting a download. Forgive me. The movie The Gremlin, when the Gizmo, the brother knocked over the paint cup and it rattled Gizmo. It made him really uncomfortable. He started screaming and the little furry started popping out of his back. This is the analogy that is closely associated to the download that I'm sensing in my energy. The way you're approaching this paradigm by way of your energy, by the way of your thought process, the way you move will radically disturb you initially, making you really uncomfortable, triggering people around you because they never heard of a person's thought process the way you speak. They never felt the energy the way you bring forth, and it really quite takes them back. They may have to take a step back from you because the initial energy will be very uncomfortable. But in my download of the other furries popping out of Gizmo's back, what you will spawn is the enlightenment, the spark of the breakdown of the current frame of thinking, allowing it to be okay to receive another frame of thought, another current thread of consciousness. That's what you're doing, popping open by every time you speak out into the open. People will spark open. Spark a new idea, spark a new way of being. What you will come to see is a group of people that will start to be devoted because you have turned something in them. They may initially be hostile. They may initially push back against you, be very negative. But when the time turns, they will start to see you radicalize them. You open up a different portal in their spirit, and they will be devoted to you. But this is rather challenging for you in the process because your doll is facing on the side. You know, you don't like the hostility that comes along with you just being yourself, just with you articulating your perspective on a matter. You don't like it. It's too hostile. It's too negative. It's too challenging for you. You may want to turn your back against people. You may not want to utter a word to people because of the effects that you have on them. Is really quite triggering, but it's also quite hostile towards you. And you may need to create a degree of space, or people may put up these boundaries and borders against you. And that's the safest course of action. And you will find that it is best to just use your voice at a distance. When people call on you, and you might find yourself reducing the potency of your initial message down to a more digestible way of saying things so that people can receive you on a lighter level. This may be what you're dealing with right now, but it will still turn the same effect, getting the message out. However, what's holding you to continuing down your path is the fact that you are seeing the transformation in people's world, not up close. Time will have to turn for people to come back to you and apologize and to make amends and to want to get back in your good graces. That's when you will see that you're doing something proper for this planet. So don't be alarmed by the initial rattling that your energy will have on the current paradigm. Wait a few months. Wait till the time passes for your energy to ripple through people's energies. Because you're one of one. They have never felt this before. Don't take it personal. They will come back. You will always feel and see that you were always correct when they come back. And don't hold their feet to the fire. Hold them responsible, but don't hold a grudge. Because you're meant to transform. This is what you're here to do. Period. Very large message. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's healing circle. And what I will do at this time, I would like to change the energies to see what other messages the higher energy has in store for us tonight. What other messages the higher energy has in store for the collective? And the cards that came out were physical beauty, protection, wield your power, grace, and it's true. And what I'm downloading here is the fact that there's something in you that is moving forward and choosing to hold fast on the vibration that you're feeling. Though it may seem muddy, though the energies may be coming to you in messages by the boatloads where you can't properly understand how to take this step forward. There's something here that is calibrating your energy, that is protruding out, that's making you, quite literally for some of you, physically beautiful. You may be beautifying yourself in this way, taking care of your physical body as the insides of you turn and feel this energy transform itself. But what the energy is doing is curating a buoyancy or a force field of protection around you to ensure that you fulfilled or wield your power out. There's something about the timing. There's something about the energy that is forcing you to stand front and center. It's like you're waiting on the proper call or the right timing to push forth this energy. But you're doing this digestion or condensation of all these messages from the external and the internal, but you're moving throughout this with so much grace and dignity. It's really quite admirable for you to receive so many potent energies and downloads and highly charged messages that you're still unwavered, you're still unmoved, and you're waiting on the time to execute. Waiting on the time where the energy synchronizes itself for you to move. You're waiting on it. You're waiting on the truth. The truth here for you is divine alignment. And as you do so, I can see it coming in for you. I don't know what this is. You're waiting on something and you're holding fast until you get it. I don't know. I want to pull some cards, one or two more cards to see if I can get a whiff of what this energy is. I don't know if they would tell me. But what is this current energy that the collective's intuition is picking up on that they're waiting for? And the cards that came out were Healer to the Healers, Merry-Go-Round, Militant, Turmoil, and Harsh. And what I'm downloading here is that you're allowing the energies in the cosmos to move, to circulate around itself like a merry-go-round. And you're consciously and very intently playing your position to get a proper message, a clear message, so that you can heal yourself. Not just heal yourself, but it's more so about you receiving a healing message that resonates in your spirit that you can convey with others around you. To sound the alarm to say it's time to go, like you're a part of a militia. You're going to move very militantly once you get this cue from the universe. And it may be a bit of turmoil that you're watching spawn and pop up around you, but you're still not moving. You may be seeing harsh conditionings externally out in the world around you, but you're still not moving. You're waiting on the call from the higher energy surrounding a clear message that suggests to you it's time for you to heal. Healing energy for the current paradigm. Healing for generations is what I'm seeing. This is a very clear tunnel that your energy is tapped into, surrounding, developing the current thread or the current consciousness that you live on. It's like you're waiting on an updated information system to sink you in, to advance your perspective, advance your spiritual knowledge, advance your awareness. And it will sink you in like a digital hard drive, downloading energies from this healing current that will prepare you for the generations to come. So no matter what systems in place, no matter what strand of consciousness is in place, you will be able to perceive energies and informations that you have been given from generations from the future. I don't know what this message is, but it's really quite profound. And I hope that it resonates with you in your spirit. And I need to tap out of here because it's very large, very powerful message. Thank you all for being here and joining me in tonight's healing circle. And with that being said, I'm going to come down and close out this very powerful thread of consciousness. And I will see you all at the next.